Hi guys, welcome. We're gonna make another video under the edu label, which is basically telling you that arcolinux stopped, but then, right, what's next? So there is several videos already online to look at other, right, CashOS is the last one here, other possible arcolinux based systems, and then do my thing with it. So not building ISOs, but using ISOs of a third party. CashOS in this case, Garuda here, Manjaro there, EndeavourOS here, Archbang here, Arcolinux, and yes, also Arconet still, right? Use the April or the May version and install always, and I'll always choose the following settings, right? If possible, offline for anything. EXT4, system deboot, XfCE4. If that's available, that's gonna be my choice. If XfCE4 is not available, yeah, I'll probably take whatever they give me, right? Plasma or GNOME often. And if not available, and I've shown that in this video, Garuda always takes ButterFS. I don't want it, right? It's a choice and I don't want it. So I explained here that actually we can have Garuda in EXT4 if we want it, but it stays experimental, that particular choice. So there are other things like CashOS and so on. I'm gonna show you another possibility. There is this Calam-Arch-Installer. I hope I can find it in it. So this one is mine, right? This is not gonna be maintained, but there's just one down, right? Calam-Arch-Installer. Basically, it's the same reasoning. Calam-Arch-Installer. Not by me, by somebody else. Download it, Geeknos123, right? Files, and it's rather recent. That's the date, that's the ISO. Have it downloaded already, and only thing is you need is this one, and it's already tested and installed, and I'll install it together with you again. Calam-Arch-Installer 2025 of May. Launch. Let's go to the UEFI, boot manager, CD-ROM. That's what you get. This is for NVIDIA non-free latest cards, no legacy. And well, all the questions of course go to the developer. I'm just a user now who's gonna use Calam-Arch to get an Arch system on my VirtualBox in this case. And then of course, arcolinux-nemesis scripts, right? I keep pointing you to a github.com/Erik Dubois/arcolinux-nemesis, because scripting is what empowers us basically. You can type it all again every single time and keep rolling, fine. But yeah, sometimes we break it and then we forget names and we forget settings, and certainly, right, then things are not going that smooth. He must have something GeoIP because he knows I'm from Belgium, right? Nope, it's not okay. Sweden is okay. So that's the mirrors first, mirror ranking. Going to be changed, and Acum is a good one, Osbeck is a good one. And although Sweden is like 1,500 kilometers from me, right? It's gonna be the best server for me. Down here is a logo, install Arcolinux, install the operating system to disk. Basically Calam-Arch with a nice look. And we wait, make it a little bit bigger, like so. American English, that's my advice. Next, Brussels, let it be, that's correct. Belgium, keyboard, find your keyboard, erase disk. These are our choices. Like I said, EXT4, normally no swap. I don't use swap, I have enough gigabytes of memory. But you choose, right? There is a choice, right? Some of the operating systems don't leave us that choice. So this is good for me. I just want to have XfCE4, more stuff to select. Next, more stuff to select. So go into detail, download it, have a look what is available to click, right? But just XfCE4 desktop. Let's open that up. Seems a bit double since these two guys are group. names, and these guys are part of that. Not judging, right? Get it done. Next. Derp is not nice. So Calam-Arch-Installer. I've called it Kai probably, right? And that's actually a name in Belgian. No. Next, the Kai. Hi Kai, how are you? Voila. We're booting up. You read a little bit the text. Beauty of Arch, definitely true. Because of the Arch wiki, we can learn so much. What is this little thing? And that's a browser. Okay. Looking around, this accessories, bulk rename, sure. Calculator is there already. Modem manager. I don't think many people still need a modem, but okay. I did not include it under arcolinux or anything else. So Firefox is there, modem manager there, multimedia, VLC is there, cool. Parole as well, it's part of the group package. Don't like Parole, so sudo pacman -r. I'll always use VLC. And videos here I see. Yet settings, system admin. Maybe something you might say, hey, what's that? System admin. What things, systemd things have been loaded, what are active state. And then scroll down. There's one failed, the shadow service. Unit state, running, waiting, running, plugged, mounted, exited, active. So what things are still active? You might want to have a look at those, right? With this particular application. System. So this the beginning we had this reflector simple thing. It's a tool. Where does it come from? Maybe somebody can be my memory. Reflector simple, is it coming from Endeavour OS? As there are many arcolinux distros, right? And these apps are on GitHubs, which means you can build them yourself, again, for your own distro or your own system. Well, so that's momentarily it's installed for the moment. And appearance, we have Adwaita Dark, Arc Ambiance. Look at that. And icons, we have this, Arc Ubuntu. So this is Linux Mint again then, I think. Or it is, no, I think it's available in Linux Mint. The Ubuntu icons. Elementary icons. Unity icon, also an Ubuntu thing by Canonical. Right. Choose Breeze Dark. Not bad either. Breeze or Breeze Dark. Right. Voila. So as fonts goes, these guys have been installed. So Sans Regular Notto is there as well. Liberating. Well, you can check it out, huh? Look at that. This will be my setting now. Look at this. Nice. We're back to the 400, 500 years back now, right? Medieval times. The N is a beautiful N. Normal size. The Z as well. Normal size. Have fun, right? Sometimes it's interesting to just change the font and suddenly you have something new. Why didn't I do that earlier, right? Now I can read it or not read it. This looks a little bit old school, like a typewriter kind of thing. Have fun, have fun, have fun. You should have fun, right? Bookman, Demi. Great. It just changes the look of your system, doesn't it? It is really fun. What is this one? Never heard of that one. Tennis bold. Select. Maybe for the guys who get a little bit older and need glasses, right? They can't read, right? This is probably gonna be very important. Which font is good for me to read? No issue with this particular font, and so many issues with other fonts. Wow, this is crisp clear, right? I should remember Nimbus. Okay, Nimbus is looking very, very crisp clear. Black on white, really great to read. And a little bit bigger. So it's installing packages. Mine is S, Nano, NeoFetch, EFI tools, CDR kit. So moving along. I guess we better pause the video. Then we reboot. We git clone the github.com/Erik Dubois/arcolinux-nemesis, and we end up with an XfCE that's just perfect for me, and then chat.wm that's just perfect again for me. So I guess I need to wait till all the packages get in. Pausing. And then we reboot. So now you pop out the USB normally. Here we hope we boot up with actual hard disk. So this is your system, it's grub. This is the content of your grub. Boot up file, enter. E or tab shows you the content of grub. And then let's have a look. So first off, this could be your system, right? You don't need to run my scripts. You need to change my scripts. If you're gonna use them, you need to edit them and make them your scripts. Let's make this bigger. Where is my screen? Display. That one, apply. Keep this, buy for now, or not buy for now, right mouse click. Design it a little bit, tweak it a little bit, nothing new, all the general XfCE stuff. So fine, we'll take something that's already quite nice indeed. Settings, again, to the appearance. I'd white that dark. I'm a fan of the dark things. So icons, breeze dark is looking like this. Open folder, right? Looks already okay. In a whole, right? This is it's okay. Fonts, we played around with fonts. It was Nimbus that I liked. I think Nimbus. Let's take that one, right? Sans narrow, that's narrow. Maybe better sans bold. And see again how it looks. Let's go for 14, which is also for me a little bit too big. So let's go for 13. Select, close. This is now how my system looks. What do we get? All XfCE stuff. Arc is here. File, roller, calculator, leaf path is here. Modem manager is here. PyChem is here. Right. Development, no melt all. Ristretto, Shore. There's no Firefox. There is modem manager GUI. There is no VLC anymore. So whatever it did, we lost VLC now. Office, system, HTOP is here, Gpart is still here, that one is still here, and voila. Okay. So now I'm gonna say, open the terminal, make directory, data. We're gonna go inside data. I'm gonna git clone https or type every single command. Nah, I don't want to waste my life by typing all those commands again and again and again. I'm gonna use scripts and then learn and you'll see that your knowledge will increase over time how to write scripts. Yes, that's it. We're writing servers, we're doing lots of things, but it's going to be an automatic installation. Chaotic keys come in, Pacman is going to be changed. It's going to be our Pacman with chaotic EOR, with Nemesis repo, and the default arches. Sublime text is something I need. Rip, grab, melt. Neofetch is out. Neofetch git will come in. Paru git will come in. Yay git will come in. Choices. Lego blocks that I choose rather than the other one. The not so git version. All of this will be solved later with packages. And is there something red? I should go to my code again. That's the fun. If there is something red, I'll edit, figure it out, try it again, try it again, try it again. Done, right? That's the thing. VirtualBox you can reinstall, reinstall, reinstall until everything is just the way you like it. Applications. So we have already flame shots I see here. We've melt sublime text. We have also the arcolinux button lock screen, so the arcolinux logout application will be maintained, and that's part of it. Disk usage analyzer is a super interesting thing. I use it from time to time to say how bad is it, where are all my gigabytes going to, right? That's the application. And then you clean it up. Yay, we've got already a browser. So guys, create yourself an account. And then if you are on GitHub, all you need to do is fork it. 101 persons already pushed the button fork. Then this whole thing comes on your account. When you sign in, it's your account. And then you keep pushing to your account and keep the same names and same numbering system and all that. And we recently actually changed that. So you can easily compare between my version, your version, my version, your version. And you choose the lines to remove or not, or to install or not. Like for example, this one. All you need to do and change is put a hashtag in front of this, and Adobe Source Sans Fonts will not be installed, but that's it. Don't remove the line. Makes it easier to melt later on. So in 6 months time, you have a look again. What did I change to my arcolinux-nemesis? What did I add to it? Right, and this is the thing to basically control anything. And what do I mean by anything? Scroll down. Watch this video, sure. If you have time, do it. Arch Linux, right? Arch Linux based distros. All of these guys, I let this script loose on it. But not only those guys, the non-Arch based distros as well. Alma Linux and the Win. A few months ago, I had this idea. What if Arch Linux stops? The only thing I want, personally, right, is this. This is what I want. I want my chat.wm. This is the desktop chat.wm, which is a fork of DWM. That's it. And that's exactly what I did here. I went to Alma Linux, Underwin OS, Debian, Fedora, etc. and tried to install it. And also tried to install here NixOS. So there's still so much to learn, right? Even if it's not distros, there's still so much to learn in Linux. And that's the thing. Find your passion, but also use the tools like the scripting and melt and sublime text. Use tools that make your work easy. In the meantime, we are, where are we? Python Pywall. We are installing the files. You can also look at that added locally, of course. So this one is Nemesis software. Core is the longest one. That takes a long time to install, and this is not okay. Right mouse click, open with Vim. No. Sublime Text. So this is a long list, as you see here graphically, the mini map. It takes a while till it's done with that. And then it moves on to another, which are always, the others are smaller, right? Smaller things. And this is not used anymore, I think. It's just for me, but it's not used in the script. So you choose, in the current choices, you choose what you select. If you put a hashtag in front of this, remove software, it will not be used, right? So 140, the one you just saw, this one, is not used. It's just not mentioned, it's not here. Basically, it won't run. So you decide, nah, I don't want Bluetooth. It's a hashtag away. You don't have Bluetooth now. Simple as that. All right, so it is, I hope it can be interesting and save you some time to have a copy paste from the code and then change it. Where are we now? Yay Git. Yay, yay, yay. Here we are. Now in blues. So we're in Bluetooth already. And on it goes, right? Just doing its job. You can go and have dinner now. Come back, everything will be installed. Opera is nowhere to be found because of licenses, so we build it. I do think this is nice as a look. Not that bad. But again, so personal, right? Choose your own wallpapers, themes, icons. Cursor, did not change the cursor. What cursors do we have? So settings manager. The cursor in XfCE is always a bit strange. I think that's strange. Maybe other people say it's normal. Right? I think it's strange. It's here. Mouse and touchpad. Theme. We can choose. Why not a black one, right? Never take a black one. We have this black thing now. Always take white because black on black, right? But okay, a reboot, we're done. So we got a delivery system, Calam-Arch, we got Arch, yes, we have grub, sure. Then we run our scripts. We update the system if needed. We run our scripts. We've got arcolinux. This is strange that the icon is not found. We click this thing away. We click that thing away. The wallpapers are coming in. Click this away. We click that away. Click this away. Finally, right? I've made a script for that. Social. No. Remove social. Remove debug is a good one. And remove socials. So it's just for VirtualBox. I don't need Dropbox or InSync or Telegram or Discord. They're all gone now. They don't bug me again next time I boot up. This is gone. That is gone. And another one. That is gone. Voila. Looks better. So the arcolinux, why are you looking like that? Because of no icons. Should be this one. Should it be? No, I don't think so. Should be the Surfn one, but Surfn is installed. So the question is why, right? So I can improve the script. That's the fun. That's why we do it. Install, 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 till we get it right. So let's have a look. We rerun it. We're not gonna say, well, sure. We're just gonna say yes. Right, okay, voilà. We rerun this thing. Was there anything red? That's okay. Neo-fetch and fast fetch, don't want them. Why are these icons not okay? What happened? a copy paste. Well, the first thing you need to know, this is basically Arch, right? If you say cat or bat is also installed, I think, yeah. etc os release. This is Arch. He thinks he's Arch, and then yes, he is Arch, right? But it's not with the official ArchLinux ISO. So that's the first thing. My scripts look, where am I? CashOS. Where am I? Manjaro. Then do this, then do that. That was something red here. Why is that? Telegram desktop. Why is it again installed? There was something red here. No, that's okay. This is okay. We're not on QEMU, right? We're on VirtualBox. All right, let's go up, all the way up. By the way, this is Shift page up. That's page down. That was not my intention. Up. If I do this, I'm there. Okay. Would I do Shift down? That's better. Shift down, Shift down. Okay, that's good. That's also good. What's this? InSync. Oh, yeah, it's installed, of course, again. InSync and Telegram. That's why, yeah. XfCE4 Pro. So I don't know what this is. Probably not something I need, and it's gonna be probably the same thing. I don't know. XfCE4, something to format, I suppose. Telegram is back in, of course. So the question is, if all these things are okay, then why? Let's see here. For any Arch Linux system, we do this. Okay. And then we scroll down. We're on Arch. We change the font to, if we add a font to vConsole. Otherwise you get this message always. I don't know. Let's reboot. It's strange why the icon doesn't show. So we ran it twice, and that's how you see where the errors are, right? The XfCE4 thing is not a biggie for me. Not gonna cause anything, I think. Ah, now the logo is there. Right? Whatever. That's it. That's exactly what you need to say. There's more to life than this icon. Whatever. So, the socials are gone again. Fine. What's this? Discord? No such. Blah, 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 blah. Fine. As long as it's gone, I don't care. And then we log out. That's, of course, where we end always. This is also nice if you like this. This is not SDM, right? No, it's not. You don't have to change anything. It's a choice. But what if, right, you wanted SDM? I've already made sure SDM is installed, so I'd only need to do sudo systemctl enable Erik SDDM with force, right? Use the force. Think about my words. Use the force. You get this line, and then it's okay. Removed basically LightDM and added the link to SDDM, and that's it. Reboot again, and that's where we end. Although, what Linux kernel do we have? I think the normal one. Voila, that's exactly the one I want. Not Linux LTS, not the Zen, and any other thing, right? 10 years on Linux kernel, no issue. Why change a winning team? There we are, we're on Arch Linux. Let's take a look. 6.14.5, Arch, 15 seconds up, 1384, and then I'm happy. I'm on Fish, cool, chat WM, super. WM is DWM, right? It's a fork. Alacrity is there, and that's about it, right? Font Cantrell, Notal Sans 11. I can change the font. whatever. Basically, and this app is gonna stay specifically to get out. S shutdown. That's the Arch-Linux logout. And another video to show you guys that whatever you choose, whenever Arch-Linux based or non-Arch-Linux based, arcolinux-nemesis is there. The scripts.